And what you'll be asked to do is to complete an exercise that's based on a Big Five model of adjective description of personality. So, since about 1930, statisticians have been studying the structure of language at a sentence level and at an adjective level to determine what's the underlying correlational structure of descriptive phrases as they apply to human beings. So, for example, if you're happy, you're talkative, and that might not be surprising, but the fact that those two things are tightly connected was one of the things that was discovered by the factor analytic processes that led to the development of the Big Five. In the Big Five, there are roughly 5 traits, as the name might indicate. Extroversion, which is a positive emotion trait. Neuroticism, which is a negative emotion trait. Agreeableness, which is warmth and empathy, compassion. The other side of that is kind of a harsh coldness, I guess. Openness, which is both intelligence and creativity. And conscientiousness, which is industriousness and orderliness. Now, there are virtues, so to speak, and faults associated with all of those dimensions. So you can be too extroverted, which makes you rather impulsive, and if you're very extroverted, it's more difficult to get good grades in university because you're always out having fun with your friends and partying. And that might be good in that it'll help you develop a fairly extensive social network, which is a useful thing if you're associated with people who are useful for social networking purposes, but it can really interfere with your ability to sit by yourself and study. If you're conscientious, that's a good predictor of academic success, because conscientious people do what they say they're going to do, and they seem to suffer shame and self-disgust and self-contempt and guilt and so on if they don't. If you get too conscientious, though, you can get quite boxed in and orderly and narrow. And orderliness, by the way, seems to be associated with right-wing political views, and when it's extreme, it starts to get repressive. And so, the point of all this is that there are 5 traits, and they have positive and negative aspects, especially at the extremes. And the program...
Clean up your room. Clean up your room. Then you'll know what to do next. I had a girl come up to me last night. She said, I started cleaning up my room, and it completely changed my life. She said, your room is an externalization of your mind. And that's right. That's exactly true.